What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mamba, aka the Talking Snake, also known as the snake that makes your girl's legs quake. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Eve. I deceived her in the Garden of Eden, and we are here with our very first episode of Sayin, the Smackdown, and we will be discussing the Money in the Bank 2017 pay-per-view for the WWE. And I just want to let you guys know that this will be a recurring show that I'll be doing. I don't know if I'll be reviewing Smackdown and Raw every week, because I do have a very large work week. I'm working a lot of hours, so I don't know how much I'll be able to do, especially because I have to be up early. So sometimes I even cut my watching a little short. So at the very least, I'll be hitting pay-per-view reviews. I might just do the reviews of the shows at the end of the week with Smackdown, Raw, and NXT. But right now, I just wanted to start this because it's been a full year since I've gotten back into the WWE. I got back into it I got my free month of the WWE Network right before the Money in the Bank pay-per-view last year. I really enjoyed it. It introduced me to all the new wrestlers I haven't watched since I was in high school, which was, I graduated in 2010, so it's been a while. I mean, I'd seen a couple matches here and there. Obviously, I knew about a couple people, Daniel Bryan. I loved CM Punk. But as you can tell, my favorite wrestler of all time is The Rock. And I just thought it'd be a clever name to use, Sayin the Smackdown. So, here's how we're going to do it. Now that I've given myself a full year to watch the product and get ingratiated into it, back into the swing of things, watching it every week, every pay-per-view, all the NXT pay-per-views, I've learned who the wrestlers are, what their gimmicks are, what they're all about, their personalities. So I wanted to give myself some time to learn all that before I decided to jump in and try to give people my opinion on stuff. So I got a little list here of all the matches, and this is just going to be a predictions video. I might give a review tomorrow after work of the pay-per-view and how I liked it. And we can go down the checklist of all the predictions that I made and see which ones were right and which ones are wrong. I'm sure a whole lot are going to be wrong. I hope they are, because I want to be surprised, especially at a pay-per-view like Money in the Bank. Anything can happen, anyone can win, and you can have all kinds of crazy stuff happen, like last year with Dean Ambrose cashing in the Money in the Bank in the same night and having all three Shield members carry the strap. So let's start with match number one. Match number one, we've got the Hype Bros versus the Clones. Since the Clones changed from the Shining Stars, I've actually really appreciated their work. I feel like they've been a lot more hard-nosed. They've been taken more seriously. They are still kind of losing every week. They might have had a win here or there. I can't really remember. Their matches aren't too memorable. But I think they're a good matchup for the Hype Bros with Zack Ryder coming back from an injury. I think it'll give them a good win here. As you can tell, I predict the Hype Bros to win. I just think they're going to start off the show with a big face win. Get the crowd pumped up, because nobody can get them hyped like the Hype Bros. So that's my prediction for match number one. I'm saying look for Zack Ryder to get the pin. Match number two, we have the Usos versus the New Day. This one is a little harder for me to pick, because personally I would like to see the Usos hold on to the titles, because I think they've been a lot more of an obviously heel crew. So I'd like to see them continue to be great and continue to cause havoc in the tag team scene. I think that there's a good chance that the New Day could win this. You know, they are the longest reigning tag team champions of all time, as they tell you every time they come in. I love the New Day, but I just want to see something different right now. All last year was dominated by the New Day, so I would just like to see new matchups all the time, like the Usos, maybe against the Fashion Police again. I thought that was a pretty funny match. It was pretty good. I just want something new. Let the Usos hold the straps for a little while and let them run with it, and then the New Day can take that back and do their thing. So my prediction is that the Usos win, but it could be the New Day. Match number 3, we have Naomi versus Lana. Now, I love the fact that Lana is out there going to compete. I obviously love the way she looks. I like her theme music. Like, her intro music is fucking awesome. Like, it just gets me hyped to see her. I want to see her have a good showing here. Like, it'd be nice to see a hard-fought match, not a squash match. But I really do think that Naomi is going to hold on to the championship. Because I think they're going to save that for a big money match for the winner of the women's Money in the Bank. I think that person's... Let me just get to that. But my prediction of the winner is going to be Naomi. Alright, now we have match number 4. We have the women's Money in the Bank, including Becky Lynch, Carmella, Tamina, Charlotte, and Natalya. To be honest, I think I have 2 picks here. My safe pick would be Charlotte, because I think they want that big match of Charlotte versus Naomi. I don't think Charlotte would do the normal thing that everybody does with the briefcase and cash it in when the champion's hurt. I think Charlotte will cash it in and try to make a match while Naomi is completely rested. That way she can prove that she's the best. And I think that would be a really good match, those two. It's a new match we haven't seen. And I think that's the one that everybody really wants to see happen. Like that big money match between those two. And the winner of that could be, who knows. I would like to see Charlotte hold the belt, because I think she's a good heel champion. It seems like she's been a little face lately with a mean streak, but I'd like to see her go back to her evil ways and be a nice heel champion. But I do have an outside pick. If they wanted to screw with us, I think they could have Natalya win. And I think she would have, being a heel, she would have really good matches with Naomi. And I would just like to see Natalya eventually hold the belt. You know, I've just been a fan of Natalya's for a while. I'd like to see her hold the belt. Moving on to the men's Money in the Bank match, which is the 5th match on the card. We've got AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, and Shinsuke Nakamura. I think this match is going to fucking blow us. It's just going to be amazing. I think it's going to be the best match of the night. Obviously, with the caliber of the talent that we have in this match. We're going to see a bunch of cool spots. Like, anytime you have Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles, and Kevin Owens in a match, you're gonna see crazy shit go down. Like that spot last year with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens when Sami slammed Kevin onto that ladder that was like not vertical, but like it was on its side but up, and he landed on his spine. That shit looked so brutal. So I'm hoping to see some more shit like that. It would be fucking fantastic if we got some cool shit like that. Really pop the crowd. But as far as a winner, my safe pick, even though I don't really want to see this, I predict that Shinsuke could get it. It might be a little early, but they were teasing it at the end of Smackdown. He climbed to the top and pulled off the briefcase. But because they did that, that also opens up my mind to the fact that they were just showing that and teasing it to us. but that's not what they're going to do. So I have an outside pick of, believe it or not, the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn, getting to the top of the ladder and grabbing the briefcase. Now, I know it seems ridiculous. He's never getting the pushes that he deserves, but I understand why he hasn't had the push yet, because I do believe that there is some better talent out there that deserves to hold the belt. AJ deserved to hold the belt more. There was a couple other people. I would love to see Kevin Owens get it because he's my current favorite wrestler. I just love everything about him, his mannerisms, everything is perfect. He's the perfect heel. He's the school ground bully beating up everybody. And I love the new face of America. I would love to see him be a world champ again. And maybe this time, if he could be world champ, just don't treat him like as much of a coward. Having him cheat his way out every time. It would be nice to see him get some legitimate wins as the champ. Because that's what I like to see a lot. I mean, every now and then, yeah, have him get out on a technicality. But the way that they ended a lot of his matches when he was a Universal Champion, I felt were cheap ways to get out of it. Have him win a match every now and then legitimately. So those are my picks. I think Shinsuke will probably win it, with Sami Zayn having a chance. I would say Dolph because I like Dolph, but we all know he's the king of the noodle leg climb, I like to call it. He knows how to climb a ladder without using his legs whatsoever. Sammy's pretty good at it too, but I don't see him getting to the top of the ladders with those noodle legs. So that brings us to the last match, which is the match for the WWE World Championship, or whatever the fuck they call it now. We have Jinder Mahal as the champion versus the challenger, Randy Orton. I think this match is going to go a lot like the last one they had. I think Jinder is going to win, so he's my winner. But I like that. I like Jinder as the champ. I think he's a great heel champion. I love his outsider mentality. Using his people, being the Bollywood boys, to help him get the wins. I love that. Same with Kevin Owens. I wish they would use him a little less. Let him get some legitimate wins. Give him some credibility as a tough, badass, bad guy. So it'd be nice if he could win this clean. But there is a screwball that could be thrown at us. As we know, Rusev has been making those videos saying that he wants a championship match at this pay-per-view. And he's been demanding it. I don't know if they're going to show him because he's been off TV for a while. But I love Rusev. I would love to see him come back, drop the whole handsome Rusev thing, go back to being the Bulgarian brute. But not quite as silent as before. Like, let him actually voice his opinion and shit. Let him have long promos. Let him just go in and do what he does, because I think he's got the talent to back it up. He's a big guy. He's got the power. He makes it look legitimate. And that's what I love in a wrestler. I like a big guy who can bruise and look real and show emotion while they're doing it. So, I'd love to see him somehow enter the mix. Maybe not have him win, but get him back into the title picture. Instead of like the mid-card belts, let him go for a real world championship. And let him try that. Maybe lose to... If he somehow makes this into a triple threat, I don't know how they would do that. Have him lose, have Jinder win it. Randy will fall out of the picture. Maybe have him go for the U.S. belt or something like that. And then move Rusev up into that challenger position. Have him and Jinder go at it a couple times. Maybe have him lose one match at the next pay-per-view. And then come back to win it. I don't know. Is there a pay-per-view in between now and SummerSlam? I'm not really sure if there's a Smackdown exclusive one, before SummerSlam. But if there is, I'll look into that. But if there is, have him lose at the next one, and then have a match against Jinder at SummerSlam, and have him go over Jinder at SummerSlam, and have Rusev coordinated there for his world title. That would be awesome. So those are my picks. I'm going to go over them one more time. And the first match, Hype Bros versus Colognes, I have the Hype Bros going over. Second match, Usos versus the New Day. I have the Usos going over, but it could be New Day. Third match, Naomi versus Lana. I have Naomi. As far as Lana, though, I do want her to be in the mix, having some matches. That would be really nice to see. The women's Money in the Bank, I have Charlotte winning it with a possible Natalya. Honestly, anything can happen in these Money in the Banks, so I hope I'm surprised. It would be crazy to see something like Tamina, something really off the wall. Then we got the men's Money in the Bank. I have the safe pick being Shinsuke. Possible outside pick, Sami Zayn. Again, throw something crazy at us. Let Kevin win it so he could be a double champ. That'd be fucking amazing. Maybe Baron Corbin. Like a dude like that, he's really won me over recently. I'd love to see him get something going. And then the final match, we have Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. And I have Jinder winning it. And hopefully we'll see a sighting of Rusev. So those are my predictions. I'm hoping we have a really cool pay-per-view tonight. It would be great to see a great set of matches. I'm really excited. I love seeing these pay-per-views. As a kid, I never got to watch the pay-per-views because I was too poor. But now it's affordable. I've got my own job, making a living, so I can afford to watch these things, and I fucking love it. It's always what I wanted to see when I was a kid. I'd always have to watch Raw the next day to see what happened. So with all that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you keep coming back to see more content that we have. Make sure you subscribe to Always Done Dirty, because this is the dirtiest place on YouTube, where you always have dirty deeds being done, and they're done fucking dirt cheap. And you know that we come back with the nice content, never filtered, never edited. We keep it dirty for you. So keep on coming back, and fuck you. Peace out.